It's been a very long time. Actually, I wanted to open by asking you, how much whiskey have you drank since the last time? Okay, first of all, guess the last time you were on here. I wrote it down.
Oh. Do I need to do the exact date or just
The
year?
closest you could get, yeah.
Oh. I'm going to guess it was fall of 2023.
Holy crap, yes. It was October 2023. I looked it
Nice.
up. So it has been 2 years and a month.
Wow.
How much whiskey have you had in those 2 years and a month?
Let's see. I had that one glass. No, I don't know. Probably at weddings and stuff. Under 10.
Okay.
Under 10.
Yeah, under 10 glasses
Under
of
10?
whiskey? Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
under
We're going to flex the old palate today.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, so I'm excited. So what I decided, I was like, let's do something fun. So we're going to do a blind tasting here. We got 4 whiskeys. You're going to be leading the charge. I burnt my tongue while I was eating, so
That's tough.
It's tough because I was planning the blind tasting, and I'm blowing on this soup, and I took a bite, and I'm like, I'm doing a blind tasting in like an hour.
Yeah, soup. That's a tough choice at a time like this.
It's the time of year for it, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
So the goal of this episode is to see if we find something better than Eagle Rare. I mean, you know about Eagle Rare, I'm assuming.
Not so much.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's from the Buffalo Trace Distillery. I just assumed I had talked about it, but it's from the Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's just very popular. Same mash bill as Buffalo Trace, but it's older.
Okay.
And so kind of
mature.
More mature, exactly. So kind of in the same vein as like how Blanton's is hype. This is like a little brother almost, where it's still pretty hype. It's different from Blanton's, but you know. So I thought, let's try to find like a good replacement for it. So it's 10 years old. It's 90 proof. Yeah. And so then I grabbed Russell's Reserve because it's 10 years old, the same age, and it's also 90 proof. Comes from Wild Turkey. Wilderness Trail. This is their high rye mash bill, I believe. Yeah. So it has, each of these should have a somewhat similar, not quite the same, but mash bill to Eagle Rare and be similar proof. And so I basically went to my shelf and just started tasting stuff and was like, this tastes like Eagle Rare, this doesn't, and grabbed 4 that I thought were kind of close. So my hope is that one of these is better than Eagle Rare.
All right.
Because it's hard for some people to find. All of these are easy to find, and I think these two, I want to say the Russell's Reserve and the Evan Williams. Oh yeah, I didn't say the last one. Evan Williams 1783. I think those are cheaper than the Eagle Rare, and the Wilderness Trail is more expensive, I believe.
We love a value.
Yeah, so I'm like, we're going to kind of get a little bit of both, So that's basically all that I have to say. We're going to start because we don't want to get demolished here. So let's start with like an in-depth nosing. We're going to focus on the nose quite a lot. And we can take these off. This is just so nothing falls into them while we're waiting. Yeah. So all bourbon. That's
I can smell them from here already.
I know. Isn't that great?
Boy, oh man, I missed this.
Yeah, right? When I use the solo blind, I take the barrel off and it's like, just the fumes.
Wow.
It smells amazing.
Wow.
So let's just go ahead and just radio silence because I'll cut it out and let's just do some nosing. So what I like to do is I like to run through on the nose, give them all like a 1 or 2 word description. Like what vibe are you getting? And we'll agree on something. Or maybe we'll keep them separate. Doesn't matter.
I'll give a kind of a blanket term. It's elegant.
Okay.
Elegant. Elegant and oaky.
Elegant and oaky. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say oaky and a little bit sour. It almost smells like sour candy to me a little bit.
Oh wow.
You see that?
See, you talk me into it.
I can talk you into anything. I'm controlling this whole taste.
Oh boy.
I'm pulling your strings. No, I need you here because I think I might know which one is the Eagle Rare, actually. So I need you here as my litmus test. I could be wrong, hopefully.
B is a little more fruity.
Agreed. B, it's almost like A and B both have like a sour fruit and an oak, but A leans more oak, B leans more fruit.
Yeah.
They're very similar, though, I feel like.
Yeah, B's. Yeah, I can get with that. B is a strong fruit. It's fruit forward.
Yeah. Okay, so A, oaky with some fruit. B, fruity with some oak.
Yeah.
C. What do we got here? I have something specific, but I don't want to lead the witness. I'm I'm gonna put stuff into your head.
Yeah. It's like a bittersweet, like a black licorice sweet.
Licorice is exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Licorice was the one specific thing.
It's a good and plenty in a glass.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yep. A little bit of licorice, but it's still sweet, but it's got that bitterness to it. Okay. What do we got for D?
Oh, wow.
I think I like D the most so far.
D is like predominantly more strong than the rest. I mean, just even how far away you have to hold it from your face.
100%. It's like more perfumey too.
It's very perfumey.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm thinking, but we'll see if you guess what I'm thinking. Ooh, yeah, I have something specific.
That's like dried fruit to me.
I was gonna go peaches. That's why I was like, dried fruit, peaches, like dried nectarines, or apricots, dried apricots. Yes, a little bit of some vanilla as well, but yeah, like dried apricots. Okay, so we've got oaky with some fruit, fruity with some oak, black licorice, and dried fruit. All right, let's dive into the tasting. The way I do this now, because I've learned it is the absolute best. You and I can talk to each other, obviously, but don't say anything for the audience, just because we'll come back, basically. It's easier for me to just cut out 5 minutes than to cut out 10 seconds, then 10 seconds, and 10 seconds.
So we'll deliberate, and then we'll come back with our findings.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
We start with A?
Yeah, let's start with A. Let's dive into D. I've been excited. I have no idea which one D is, but it smells amazing.
Hello.
That's nuts.
That should be Eagle Rare. If that's not Eagle Rare, shame on Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
That's nuts.
It's overwhelmingly better than...
Hopefully it's the most expensive.
I can say that. Oh, Eagle Rare is not the most expensive.
Depends.
Okay.
Wilderness Trail is the most expensive MSRP.
Okay.
But Eagle Rare in a lot of states where you can go higher than MSRP, it sells for more.
I see.
Because it's rare.
Limited quantity, yeah.
It's
like night and day.
You know what this reminds me of? This is so specific. This is going to be weird.
You're going to talk me into it right away. I have no doubt.
I don't know. This is far out there. You know those fruit sprays you'd spray on your tongue? It reminds me of the blue raspberry one.
All right, you finally lost me.
Try it.
Okay.
Think about it.
Let me give it a fresh.
Think about it.
A fresh go. Oh.
Right?
Oh, I hate this.
Right?
Oh, wow. It is. It's very fruity.
It's very raspberry. Very.
Yes, it's got that tart. Wow.
Yeah.
I would call it like it's bright and acidic.
Bright, absolutely. Yeah.
It's not like a vinegar sweet. It's like a bright fruit acidic.
Yes.
Like a sour candy. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, like berries, like sour berries. Oh man. Okay. Get another sip, and then we'll recap all four of them for the audience. I'll leave that last part in because that was good.
Wow.
But so A was more fruity on the palate, right?
Yeah.
I think. Yes, we said more fruity, but it left a film on your tongue.
Yeah, it definitely has a more undesirable aftertaste.
Yes. That you said it kind of tastes like it gets watered down. So it's kind of like it leaves that bitterness on your tongue.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's like the oily finish is like hanging around too long. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I get exactly what you're saying.
It's unpleasant.
I think it's probably coming from a tannic finish, so maybe not oily, but like leaves that bitter film on your tongue, basically. Yeah. What did we say about B? I don't really remember. I said it was a little bit more bready. You said rye bread with jam on it.
Yes.
Okay. Why rye bread?
Rye bread is my favorite.
Okay.
I just rye has that black licorice, that anise flavor. I know, I like that.
True.
I like that. It's like breakfast sausage and rye toast. They go together.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
I like that. You know what? It's good that you're a foodie because you're kind of using terms that work.
Exactly.
It relates them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So B and C both have a little bit of an anise thing going on. Okay. So then what was C?
C
had a little black licorice, we said?
Yeah.
Oh, it was too perfumey for you, I think.
Yes. Okay, yeah. C definitely definitely forward with a perfume.
Mm-hmm.
When the perfume died, it's a little fruity, a little more bakery sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's hard to go back from D.
I know. So D.
D's overwhelmingly
like noticeably great.
Noticeably better than the other three.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why better?
It's more mellow. It's more balanced.
Mm-hmm.
The finish is not nearly as harsh.
Yeah.
And as we discovered, it tastes like blue raspberry candy.
It really does for some reason. I don't know why. That's amazing. That's so specific. But yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think D has the most flavor for the least alcohol taste.
Absolutely.
Like they're all close to the same proof, but the actual taste of alcohol, you get the least of it in D. So what I like to do, I like to push them further away from me if I like them more. So let's do some ranking here. So D is our highest.
Yep.
What do you put next? That's a little tough.
I'm gonna have to go C.
I think so still, even though it's perfumey.
Yeah, and I think once you fight through the perfume, it's like a necessary evil to get to something. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Essentially, it's like, okay, I can handle that because what comes after is pretty pleasant.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing overwhelmingly good, but it is still pleasant.
Yeah. So then what goes A or B?
Honestly, I think we nailed it. I think B is number 3 for me.
Anytime that happens, I psych myself out because I'm like, am I just going in the order?
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
D for sure, though. That's like unmistakably the best.
Yeah, D is far and above.
So far. So then what we're going to do, so then we have our initial rankings. We literally ranked them A, B, C, D, D being the best.
Yeah.
Now what I like to do, we're going to go through and we're going to do side by side. So we're going to go like D and then straight to B.
Okay.
D and then straight to A, and we're going to do some comparing.
I love it.
And we're going to not record that part. Okay. Let's redo our rankings here. So D is the top still. Here's what we learned when we did that. A and B are super similar.
Yes.
A, though, in my opinion, let me know if you agree with this. I think A has the harsh charcoal taste right away.
Yes.
Whereas B, you at least get some like vanilla sweetness and then the charcoal after you swallow it.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
A for me is not it's not pleasurable to drink from start to finish.
Okay. Yeah. Like you wouldn't buy this.
Yeah. Honestly, like if that was the first whiskey I'd ever tasted, I don't know that I would be here today.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't. Okay. So then B and C, how do you feel about those two compared to each other?
I feel like we pretty much had it right.
Yeah.
B, once again, B is like, it's a little sweeter up front. It's a hint of sweetness to start, followed by misery.
You're right. Followed by charcoal.
Yeah. Once again, just that overwhelming, overwhelming harshness.
Yeah.
And C isn't as harsh up. C is still a little harsh up front, but C then leaves you with something.
Right.
It's a little sweet, little mellow.
Mm-hmm. At least finish is nice.
Little dried fruit.
Yeah.
There's something there.
Okay.
There's something to enjoy.
I'm with you. The only change that I made, I'm keeping D top, then C, then B, then A. But I think I put C and B a little closer together because I think B went up a tick because of that sweetness in the beginning.
Yeah.
I brought C down a tick just because it's not quite as much body. Because when we went from A to C, I was like, oh, I'm like having trouble tasting C right now.
Fair.
So a little bit less body, but I still totally agree. It's still better than B. And I would say, A is like just like charred oak. B is like weirdly like vanilla bready and then charred oak. And then C, perfumey, licorice, some dried fruit.
Yeah.
D is like dried fruit, raspberries.
Yeah.
Delicious.
D is like, it's in a league of its own.
It definitely is. I don't know if I cut this part out or not, but I was saying if D is Eagle Rare, I'm gonna feel bad about the fact that I picked these three to go up against it because I'm like, these taste pretty different. But whatever, I don't know.
I mean, they're not on. It seems like just I don't want to say quality is not the right word because these are all craft beverages. Mm-hmm. However, it's whatever D is a lot more refined than the other ones.
Yes, I totally.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like more time and care went into the blend of.
Yeah,
D.
100%. It's hard for me to imagine.
Yeah.
I don't even know that I could really pull a flavor.
Yeah, other than
predominant flavor other than
oaky.
oak. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it is like
it's so oaky.
it's super oaky.
On the nose, you could almost say a little banana now that it's opened up and got a little bit of air. But usually that comes with oak.
Okay.
Like, usually I get banana with oak
Yeah.
a lot. But it's so tannic. Tannic is probably the
Yeah.
word there. It is the bitter tannins that dry your tongue out, and
Yeah.
it just tastes like you licked charred oak.
Yeah.
All right. Last round. So this is how I usually do most of my blind tastings. I do gut reaction, and then I do ranking based on that gut reaction. Then I do comparisons. And now last round is individual tasting. So we're going to go D, and then we're going to wash our mouth out, like pretend like that's the only one we're tasting. And then we're going to go C, and we're going to do that for all of them.
Okay.
And we're going to establish kind of a final verdict. Let's take a breather and establish a final flavor profile. Like if we were the distillers who made this and we wanted a flavor profile for our website, what's D taste like?
I would say there's a sweetness I can't pin.
I'm with you.
Almost like have you ever had the candy, the cowtails?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah.
That
The creamy.
not quite a caramel,
Yeah.
but with that cream filling.
yes.
Yeah.
I can totally see that.
like a caramel raspberry caramel like
With the
Cream.
center of the cowtail as well.
yes.
Yes.
The cream is essential to this.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
I can totally see that. So if we were distillers writing notes for this has a strong punch of raspberry in the beginning, fades into caramel cream,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Let's see what we got for C.
Congratulations to whoever created it.
Yeah, I'm
That is
excited.
fantastic.
I hope it's Wilderness Trail because that's the
That
most
might be the
expensive.
best I've ever had.
No way.
I am telling you.
That's
that
pretty
is-
good.
That is very good.
Those
It's
are
not
high
harsh
accolades.
at all.
Yeah,
It's
not.
unreal.
It really it just tastes like what you're supposed to taste with some of the burn of alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's
Wow.
good. Yeah.
What I've come to appreciate about this one is I like the way that it flows. It's forward with the sweetness, and then it gets a little more bitter and harsh, which I like.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
So what would you, if you were writing the notes for it, what do you think?
I would say it definitely begins with a heavy sweetness, like a white sugar, and then kind of fades into a licorice, maybe like a dried fruit, something a little more on the bitter side.
Yeah.
Not necessarily sour, but
Right.
Just
Not
like
like
a
a
bitter.
nectarine dried fruit,
Yeah.
but more like
an anise bitter.
Yeah. You know, this is so specific, but it's because it's top of mind. We had charcuterie over the weekend, and we had dried figs.
Yes.
It's a little figgy.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds
Yeah.
me of a dried, because it's got that almost
Earthy.
bitterness. Earthy. Yeah. 100%. And then I would just add, you mentioned caramel briefly, and I do think there's a little bit of a caramel.
Yeah.
Like it's like an undertone, but it's
Right.
there. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to B.
Well, it's hard not to think of just very one-dimensional. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very slightly sweet
Yeah.
when it hits the tongue for a very brief time.
For a brief and glorious moment.
Very brief moment, followed by extreme, what I can only describe as gasoline. That's
Yeah.
87 octane.
87 octane. Sour oak is what I would say, basically.
If I would, yeah, I mean,
If you were the distiller and you're trying to dress this up.
if you had to put lipstick on a pig,
Yeah.
shoo.
Yeah. If I had so looking at this from the positive perspective, I'm gonna say it's way too oaky it's too much sour oak. There's definitely some vanilla in there.
Yeah.
A little bit of a bready, a little bit of like a crescent roll sweet. And then just too much oak, and then it just overpowers. And then after, like on the finish, some of that oak fades away, and you can get a little bit more of that vanilla and caramel, but overpowered by oak, which I think is probably going to be what we say.
Especially for
this
somebody from like me who's not normally drinking high proof, which is how it drinks like a high proof whiskey. I mean, it's like it's too harsh for me.
Yes. I would say actually for those listening too, like A and B both drink like something that was aged too fast. So like if you do home aging with those mini barrels, it's a ton of surface area
Right.
for just a tiny bit of liquid.
That makes sense.
And so it gets that like harshness. That is what A and B lean towards, which is like a tannic bitter.
Yeah.
So that's definitely. Let's dive into A though. Here's my hot take about A.
Okay.
The thing that I'm about to describe is covered in charred oak chips. But it's there just a little bit.
Yeah.
You can just barely see a tiny bit of strawberry. The tiniest little undertone of strawberry.
I'm willing to go back in for science.
Go back in. Let me know what you think. I think I'm getting mostly sour oak, a little bit of a sour like jaw, like a Sour Patch Kid, but then just like a tiny bit of strawberry in there.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can get behind that, huh?
I'm gonna go one more time for science.
I appreciate your faith in my ability. I could be wrong. That's just kind of if I'm putting a positive spin on this.
Yeah, it just goes downhill for me. Whew.
Yeah. I mean, it's oaky. I mean, it leaves it on your tongue.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah. Like I can still feel, not just taste, but feel that
Yeah.
film, that like bitterness.
Yeah.
It's it leaves a little bit. Have you ever had, I forget the name of them. Do they call them aperitifs? Like an Italian bitter that they have like after meals. They have them as like palate cleansers in meals. And it's kind of like that where it like sticks to your tongue and you're like, whoa, like what is that?
Yeah.
But if I had to put a positive spin on it.
Yeah.
So we're the distillers
for science.
now. For science. Well, I'm going to let you lead. What do you think? If you had to say something positive.
If I had to say something positive, I would say...
I believe it.
Okay, we'll go with yours. A light...
You just copied me.
Light hints of light fruits, followed by overwhelming oakiness.
Yes, yeah. No, I agree with the overwhelming oakiness. Yeah. It's like a hint of a fruit and then heavy oak, basically. Is like all there is to say about it.
And like I cannot. I mean, it is on my tongue. I currently can't wait to get it off my tongue.
Yeah, very bitter, very tannic. Let's do A with a drop of water.
Okay,
just to give it a fair shake.
I'm interested to see because the sip between the drink of water was actually kind of pleasurable.
Right. So I'm thinking if I add a cap of water to this thing, maybe.
Come on,
baby,
do something. Nah, that made it worse.
I think so too. It's harsher.
Oh.
It's harsher.
I gotta drink D just to clear.
Yeah, let's get a nice deep out. Well, I almost said something very clippable.
Oh my god, even D can't save that.
It's so sweet though.
Wow.
Okay. I think we are officially in agreement.
Yeah.
D, C, B, A.
Yeah.
The D being the best. A is the most overwhelmingly oaky. Makes me think it's the Evan Williams because, I mean, at that price range, granted, this is a special version of it, but the normal 1783, I always get the year wrong. The normal 1783 it's a low shelf. It's like a $20 bourbon.
Yeah.
So it's very much just going to taste oaky, which
Yeah.
makes me think A is that.
Which is what I said originally.
It is what you said. When you
Yeah.
said it, just based
Yeah.
on the smell, when you said it, I was like,
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, honestly, A has such a... It's so one-dimensional. It like I said, it's either going to go one way. It's either something hyper-specialized
Yeah.
or it's something very low shelf.
I think it's the latter. And I think B is probably Russell's, because I remember B being a little bit oaky and tannic
Yeah.
for me. C, based on the nose, I thought was Eagle Rare. I'm sticking to that. I think it's Eagle Rare.
Really?
Yeah, because it always reminds me of licorice.
Yeah.
And maybe this is just my hopefulness that the most expensive actually tastes the best, but I think Wilderness Trail is D.
What I will say is if Wilderness Trail is D, it is well worth the money.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it is in a league of its own on this table.
Especially on this table
Yeah.
right now, yes. I think I'm going to guess, and I hope I could be wrong about this. I hope I'm not wrong. I'm going to guess C and D are Eagle Rare and Wilderness Trail, one way or the other.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I think that's the case.
A and B seem on more of the inexpensive side,
Yes.
like you were describing. That what you're describing about the age
Yeah.
of it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So here's what I will say, and I'm going to say this before we reveal them. I've always been hard on Russell's Reserve. I don't like it very much.
Yeah.
If C or D is Russell's Reserve, I will eat crow and say that that's pretty good because that's like a $35, maybe it's $40 now. I think it's like a $35 bottle. I'll be really happy if one of
D
these
is Russell's Reserve. I will go buy. I don't even drink whiskey. That I will go buy a bottle because that is impressive.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna slow roll you here with the reveal. Let's reveal them. I don't want you to see it. Oh wow. Oh man.
We're gonna eat crow.
No? Wow. A is Russell's Reserve.
Oh,
I've always said it was too tannic for me.
You're on point with that.
It's tannic. But that means B is Evan Williams, which $10
out.
cheaper than Russell's Reserve.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So that's awesome.
Oh, I don't want. Shame on Russell.
yeah.
You need to lower your brain.
Yeah. Now, I was wrong. C is Wilderness Trail.
Wow.
So D is Eagle Rare.
Wow.
And man, I have a new respect for
Wow.
Eagle Rare. That is so sweet.
Eagle Rare. I mean, I applaud Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
It stands alone.
For sure.
Wow.
Like I always thought Eagle Rare is good. I think it's like MSRP is like 36 or 40 bucks.
You're kidding.
No. Yeah. So if you can find it in Ohio, I want to say it's about 40 bucks.
Wow.
And so I've always thought, yeah, it's worth 40 bucks. I take back $40. That's a very good bourbon. That's a tasty
fantastic.
bourbon. Now I wouldn't go crazy. Some states it's like $80.
Yeah.
But like 50 bucks for that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
I mean, it is like it's very pleasurable to drink. I mean, it's almost not harsh at all.
Yeah.
It's amazing how flavorful it is without being overwhelmingly harsh or high proof.
That's the big thing is the amount of body. That's what I
Yes.
didn't expect.
Right.
That's why I thought C was the Eagle Rare. Because I'm like, yes, C is still pretty approachable, but it doesn't have as much flavor.
Yeah.
Whereas the Eagle Rare, I mean, it's like approachable and a ton of flavor.
Impressive.
Very impressed. I am very impressed by that. Like I could just sit here and enjoy
Blown
this.
away.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Wow. What's the price point then on the Wilderness?
I want to say 55, I believe.
Okay.
Which is still not hateful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still a good bourbon. This still came in third, right?
Yeah.
So or second out of four.
Right.
So I mean, it's still a good bourbon. But I mean I'm kind of sad. I wanted to prove that something was better than Eagle Rare, and it won. So that's tough.
Well, I mean, I guess I see why it was the benchmark.
I get it.
I see why people like it. I
Yeah.
mean, it is.
I'm going to now, not in this episode, but now I have to try some more expensive stuff to beat it because I want to do a YouTube video where I do like replacements for ones you can't find.
Yeah.
And my thought was, by the end of this episode, I'll have one. But,
Wow.
but I don't. That's impressive.
Yeah, I got to say that's probably at the top of my list currently.
That's good, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
This is my only bottle of it. I'm going to have to get another one.
Wow.
And they just came out with a 12-year, I believe. Is it 12-year? I think it's 12-year.
So what year is that?
10. This is
Wow.
a 10-year. And they've always had Eagle Rare 10. And now they just came out with a 12. It's supposed to be easier to get, I've heard, but I haven't seen it anywhere. So we'll see. Wow. All right. Well, I'm sorry, listener, if you thought you were going to find something. But I thought for sure something. I thought maybe even the Russells was going to beat the Eagle Rare. And it came in last place.
Evan Williams, I mean, if that is the price point it's at, respectable.
Respect for being basically bottom shelf, right?
Respect.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Russell's. I don't have a whole lot good to say about that one.
Always said that, and I've been like, and people love it. People like swear
Wow.
by it, and no hate to those people. I can see if you just want oak, like if you want a bourbon that tastes old, I think it doesn't have as much complexity as an old bourbon should, but it tastes old.
Yeah, it's harsh.
Yeah,
there's no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I would buy Wild Turkey makes this. I would buy Wild Turkey 101 instead of Russell's Reserve. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so we have to I have to do a couple of questions real quick. Okay. So, first of all, patrons can submit questions if you join the Whiskey Noobs crew. Go do that. And you can submit questions anytime that you want, and I will answer them here on the podcast. We got one question, just one question. And I want to know what you think the answer to this question is, just out of curiosity. Do any Scotch or Irish distilleries release single barrel whiskeys, or is that a uniquely American concept? Do you know what a single barrel whiskey is?
Aged in the same barrel that it started in, would be my assumption.
Yes, but even more, it is, actually, technically doesn't need to be aged in the same barrel that it started in, but instead of blending a bunch of barrels together to get a consistent flavor, they just take the one barrel and they bottle it up. So do you think they do that everywhere, or do you think that you just do that in the United States?
It seems like they would almost have to do that everywhere. My thought would be if you were turning out a lower shelf product, it would make it way more consistent. However, it would make it much more valuable and rare, because you could say, it's cool. It's not a batch of a bunch of different barrels. It's just one barrel.
Exactly.
It has a story to tell.
Exactly. Yes.
So, yeah, I would say that they do it everywhere.
Yes. So, technically, they do. You are correct. It did technically start in the United States. Blanton's, the famous Blanton's, is the source of single barrel. I don't know, and I could be wrong about that. Actually, at least in the United States, Blanton's started it, but I think they started it everywhere, but I could be wrong about that. So, maybe somebody will correct me there. But yes, they do it everywhere. It is more popular in the United States. So elsewhere, they shoot for this consistency. They want every bottle to kind of taste the same, and then they'll do specific releases, especially distillery exclusives from what I was reading online. So it's less popular, but they definitely still do it because, like you said, it's kind of, it makes sense.
Right.
And then I will say, I know for sure, Limavady, I had them on the show. Daryl McNally from Limavady, I forget what episode it was. It was right around episode 100, I believe. And they were the first ever single barrel Irish whiskey. And so every bottle they produced was single barrel, or every bottle they are producing is single barrel. And so definitely they do it in Ireland. And then I've heard that they do it in Scotland as well, but it's a little bit less common. So that was a good question. Oh, dismissed my alarm there. So that was a good question. What did I want to say before I wrap up? Well, first of all, go join the Whiskey Noobs crew. It's down in the description below. Go check it out. You get extra podcast episodes. You get merch on your anniversaries. You get first dibs on barrel picks, which I'm working on I'm about to leave tomorrow? 2 days from now to go pick a barrel. So go do that. Any last comments that you have, Mr. Bryce? Your first time back in 2 years.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back. I know the podcast has grown a lot for you, and I'm excited for you. You got the solar blinds and everything, and that's awesome.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Eagle Rare is awesome.
Yeah.
If I find I'm about to head out of town, if I find a bottle, I will buy it. That's rare for me.
Yeah, good point.
That is rare.
That's why they call it. That's why they put it in the name there.
Yep,
because it's rare. Yeah, I hope Evan Williams didn't Russell's Reserve didn't turn you off to the podcast. You'll come back on still and drink some stuff.
I would prefer. See, this is the next time I come on. You're gonna do that to me again. I'll be doing a blind.
Yes,
I'll be doing another blind with Russell's Reserve.
I'll be like, this is still incredible. Yeah. I'll be like, let's find out this. I'll put it next to something really, really low shelf. You'll be like, this is the best whiskey I've ever had.
I tell you what. I mean, I can't have a hard time seeing people like that. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah, I am disappointed in it. I didn't like it as much. Yeah, and now I'm like, now I see it. So apparently single barrels of it are really good. So maybe I'll try a single barrel of it. I don't know, but
All right. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. That's depressing. I was thinking I really wanted to find something better than Eagle Rare. That's it, though. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll leave you with learn to drink to learn. Hi there. Since you're still here, I'm going to assume that you enjoyed the show, in which case, please just take a moment to leave a 5-star rating or review on whatever platform it is that you get your podcast from. Subscribe to the podcast because that actually really helps out. And also, if you're on YouTube, ring that notification bell. If you really like this show, though, the best way that you can support it is just checking out that Patreon page. It's at the description in the show notes or in the description on YouTube. Or you can go to patreon.com/whiskeynoobs. That is the absolute best way to support the show, but also just spreading the word to other people who you think might be interested. I am so grateful for all of the forms of support that you guys give. And please, 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 most importantly, always drink responsibly. Thank you guys all so much. And in case nobody else tells you today, I got to tell you, God bless.